テクノロジー代表取締役社長兼 CEO エアル・ワードマンです。
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Israeli ambassador, Ruth Kahanov, is here with us and has honored her with her gracious presence. So I want to thank her and all of you to giving us some of your very valuable time and joining us here this afternoon. As an Israeli company, we continue to increase the collaboration between our countries, Israel and Japan. Our technology is being used by many leading organizations in Japan. Organizations such as the Japan Atomic Energy Agency, government agencies, University of Tokyo, and more utilize the interconnect solutions from Mellanox to advance their research, product development, and services. The data center is the lifeblood of business operations and a competitive differentiator. The need of today's data centers are truly unbelievable. At Mellanox, we're focused to accomplishing the unbelievable every day. Data centers are overwhelmed by the exponential growth of data. They need better network performance and flexibility. The faster the information flows and is analyzed, the more we benefit. Tonight, we will be discussing the many unbelievable innovations Mellanox is delivering to make all of this possible. We will look at the advancements made for hyperscale and cloud environments, in machine learning, and in silicon photonics. We will also be highlighting two new intelligent interconnect products that enable today and future data centers, and will likely become a disruptive force within the market. But first, let's look at some of the unbelievable demands being put on the data center. Seems like there's a data storm coming. The data demands of Web 2.0 and cloud infrastructures are climbing exponentially. We need to address this growing flood of data and address and meet for better secure and analyze this data to enable businesses to grow and gain competitive advantage. Seems like the storm is over. For the hyperdata storm, we need hyperscale solutions. Mellanox sells hundreds of thousands of 10 gigabit and above Ethernet network interface cards from ConnectX family every quarter. Mellanox is the leading supplier of Ethernet adapters at 25, 40, 50, and 100 gigabit per second with over 90% market share. These adapters allow Web 2.0, cloud, hyperscale, and hyperconverged infrastructures and data centers to scale in the most efficient way, serving more users at lower cost. Let's bring up a guest who knows all about these platforms. But first, here's a peek at how Mellanox Ethernet solutions can make a difference.
Mellanox Ethernet solutions can reduce your data center expenses by 50% and save you a lot of space. What you do with the extra space is up to you. Mellanox.
株式会社ブロードバンドタワー代表取締役会長兼社長 CEO 工学博士藤原宏様。
Thank you for
Nice
joining
meeting.
us, Fujiwara-san.
Thank you.
Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Hope you had a good journey here.
Yeah.
So, Fujiwara-san,
Yes.
please tell us about the Web of Things and cloud infrastructure in Japan.
Oh yes. Our infrastructure of Japan is extremely changing. Okay. As you know, we are one of the leading company of internet data center.
Yes.
At first, we started in 2000. At that time, the major customer is focusing on portal services. In other words, the information was generated by the service provider. Next, another SNS service occurred. Now, internet user generates the information. Then, as you know, in the chance of a fifth generation of the mobile infrastructure, IoT, as you know, information of things, occurred. That's why our web service is also changing into web of things. That is WOT.
Yes.
WOT has three special features, just same as mobile communication. One of them is very high speed, fast, okay, ultra high speed. Second one is the shortest latency. Okay. The third one is a multi-point simultaneous communications, let's say 100 million points per square kilometers.
Okay.
So to catch up this trend, our data center have to provide such a new technology, the new data center. That's why we need your solution. Okay.
Thank you. So what are the key technologies that enable a more efficient cloud platform, and how does this interconnect play a critical role in these platforms?
Yeah, so far we provide very, let's say, enjoyable services and some interesting story or funny story and so on. But this time we need a very critical, or in other words, mission critical network services.
Yes.
Okay. So we need more reliable technology or more faster technologies. So far we have used a lot of routers and switches and servers. Now we need your solutions.
Thank you. And, we're bringing it now at 100 gigabit per second, so we can help you move data faster and have a more efficient infrastructure.
Oh yeah, so how about 200 giga?
That's coming this year. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Fujiwara-san. Thank you. Great having you on stage with us here.
Thank you.
So, do you ever get nostalgic for the days of choppy videos that freeze at the worst possible moments? I didn't think so. So now watch this. Now that's much better. To get this kind of quality, what you need is unbelievable performance. In the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, 8K ultra high definition video will be the standard. 8K video demands more than 100 gigabit per second of network throughput. The only company to have full end-to-end interconnect of more than 100 gigabit per second in 2017, like Fujiwara-san said, and in 2018 is Mellanox. Our ConnectX-5 Ethernet adapters enable data centers to move data at 25 gigabit per second, which is the new 10, at 50 gigabit per second, the new 40, and even 100 gigabit per second today. They are smart adapters using technologies like RDMA, Open vSwitch for network offloads, NVMe over fabrics, and erasure coding for storage offloads, and SRIOV for virtualization offload, all in ConnectX-5. These acceleration engines position ConnectX-5 adapters as the most efficient solutions for compute and storage platforms in many data center applications. ConnectX-5 enables up to 8x lower latency, 25x higher message rate, and overall 45% reduction in data center total cost of ownership compared to competitive products. Mellanox multi-host technology enables the next generation of data center designs. Facebook has demonstrated the multi-host technology with the Yosemite platform for their hyperscale infrastructure. It allows companies to reduce networking expenses by 45% while increasing performance and system reliability and flexibility. Just imagine what unbelievable innovations will be possible when you can simply replace 10 gigabit per second adapters with 25 gigabit. 25 gigabit uses the same connectors, the same infrastructure as 10 gigabit per second technology, but drives 2.5x times performance. This allows you to migrate to higher performance technology without overhauling your infrastructure. And what's important, it is the same software that has run on top of ConnectX-4 and ConnectX-3 adapters over the past years. Let's invite a guest who can tell us how important Intelligent Interconnect is for this company's platform. But first, let's see how Mellanox Ethernet solutions can improve your data center return on investment.
株式会社 NTT ドコモ執行役員イノベーション統括部部長江藤実様。
Thank you for joining us, Ito-san.
Nice to meet you.
Take a seat. So, thank you for joining us again. Can you tell us about your cloud platform?
Okay. At the beginning, it's my honor to welcome by you, the CEO of Mellanox.
It's our honor as well to have you on stage with us. Thank you.
I'm in charge of R&D-based innovations in Docomo. Then, as a part of my duty in Docomo, I'm supervising cloud solutions. That means my coworkers working for transforming the company from legacy server technologies to state-of-the-art cloud-based technologies. Then we are working so hard, almost 10 years, by shifting the company from data center or legacy company to cloud-based companies. Then as a result, NTT Docomo has become one of the biggest public cloud users in Japan, which include AWS and Azure. That is on one hand. On the other hand, we have been investing on on-premise cloud solutions for enterprise users. Then we are now mixing public cloud and private cloud solutions into one solutions.
Yep.
That's it.
So how do you utilize Mellanox products in your cloud, and what can we do to help you in the future to meet your goals?
Okay. So I and my colleagues are long histories about the Mellanox technologies. It was almost 10 years ago which I came to know the name Mellanox. 10 years ago, we started big data mining by having hundreds of servers. Then we needed high-speed interconnections amongst the servers. Then we chose Mellanox InfiniBand.
Yes.
That was only and the best solutions at that time. Then database now become 10 petabyte scale. Then I owe your technologies. That's the beginning. Then nowadays, my coworkers are heavily developing on-premise cloud, as I mentioned earlier, on-premise solutions. Then that is OpenStack based, together with Mellanox ConnectX Ethernet network interface code. We purchased more than 1,000 ConnectX cards. That's the reasons. Without Mellanox, that Ethernet card, we couldn't offload OpenStack software functionality to hardware, which are yours.
Yes.
Then, so as a result, we successfully developed on-premise cloud solutions, and that is working for some specific enterprise use. And also, we are using that solutions also together, also for network operation platforms. So, in the long run, as a mobile network, faster is better, broader is better. In history, always we have been admired better, or that means higher, faster and broader network solutions. So I believe new technologies, especially developed by Mellanox technologies, we are going to open up a new vista, which we haven't seen. Then without Mellanox high-speed inter-server connections, we cannot make a good cloud solutions. That is going to be true again for private cloud solutions and also public cloud solutions. That's it.
Thank you very much, Ito-san. Great having you here, and it's an honor to have you on stage.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last year, we acquired EasyChip, a leading provider for network and multi-core processors. With EasyChip, Mellanox adds more network processing offerings to our end-to-end intelligent interconnect solutions. Intelligent networks are the foundation of future data centers, offloading functions and algorithms from the CPU to the network. Intelligent interconnect solutions enable you to meet the growing demands of data-intensive applications in high-performance computing, Web 2.0, cloud, homeland security, enterprise, telecom, machine learning, and financial services, and more. And now, we here at Mellanox are thrilled to present our new intelligent coprocessor solution. This is Bluefield. Bluefield is a family of advanced system-on-a-chip coprocessor solutions that integrate multiple 64-bit ARM cores and Mellanox ConnectX-5 network controller, DDR4 DRAM controller, and a PCI Express Gen 4 switch into a single device. Leveraging the broad ARM, Ethernet, and InfiniBand ecosystems into many data centers, platforms such as intelligent network interface cards, storage controllers, network controllers, and coprocessing applications. Bluefield is the coprocessor addressing diverse applications such as NVMe over Fabric, storage, cyber, security, networking, machine learning, and more. The versatility offered by the Bluefield coprocessor includes the integration of encryption offloads for crypto operations, makes it ideal to implement security applications. Bluefield builds security into the DNA of the data center infrastructure, reducing threat exposures, minimizing risk, preventing, detecting, and enabling responses to potential threats in real time. Bluefield brings the processing power of ARM and smart network offloads for storage applications such as NVMe over Fabric, Ceph, Lustre, and data compression and decompression, and more applications. Bluefield improves performance and lowers latency for storage applications thanks to advanced NVMe over Fabric capabilities, and Bluefield-based technology delivers remote storage performance equal to the local storage with minimal CPU overhead, enabling efficient disaggregated storage and hyper-converged solutions. We have with us a guest who can talk about the need for better data security and faster data analytics. Mr. Tanizaki is a senior managing director at the Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation. We have him here on video. Hello, Tanizaki-san.
Hello, Gelliss-san. I'm very glad to join you.
Thank you for joining us, Tanizaki-san. Can you tell us about the growing needs for better security and data analytics in your organization?
私たち三井住友銀行はこの4月より新しい中期計画をスタートしました。IT 部門では SMFG デジタル for 2020を掲げ、新しい技術の積極的な導入やデータの利活用を行っていきます。さまざまな情報がデジタル化され、人々の行動データや IoT から集められるデータの大量化に伴い、これらのデータの収集・活用がビジネスの成否を左右する時代に突入しています。クラウド、フィンテックといったオープン化による外部連携の加速も合わせ、大量の情報を高速かつ安全に利活用することが大変重要です。もとより、金融ビジネスはシステム産業と言われるほどシステムへの依存度は高く、安定稼働はもちろん、セキュリティ対策も十分でなければなりません。近年のサイバー攻撃が高度化、巧妙化、大規模化の一途をたどっていることを見ても分かるとおり、国内においては2020年東京オリンピック・パラリンピックに向けてさらなる脅威となることは容易に想定できます。さらにはオープン API や RPA、AI などの新たな技術の導入に伴って新しいリスクも出てきていることだと思います。時代のニーズに合わせ新たな技術を積極的に活用すること、お客様の情報を預かる金融システムの機密性、完全性、可用性の確保のために強固なセキュリティ対策を行っていくこと、いずれもお客様への安全安心便利を提供し、我々のビジネスを成長させていく上で大変重要であると考えています。
So, intelligent interconnect solutions, such as Bluefield, can help to solve many of the security challenges in the data center. How do you see the importance of these solutions?
ブルーフィールドのようなソリューションは、ネットワークやストレージを利用する上で処理能力の劇的向上や省電力化によるコスト削減、強固なセキュリティ対策の実現に十分寄与してくれるものと理解しています。繰り返しになりますが、大量のデータ処理に伴う周辺システム間での I/O の高速化、加えてデータ保護のための暗号化や複合化処理の高速化は従来以上に重要な機能となっています。人々の生活およびビジネス現場におけるデジタライゼーションが加速していく中で、ますます重要で欠かせない技術やソリューションの提供をメラノックス社には大いに期待しています。
Thank you for joining us, Tanizaki-san.
Thank you for having me, AR さん。どうもありがとうございました。Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's talk more about what we can do with a massive storm of data. Today, we have an unprecedented opportunity to perform unbelievable analytics and even see into the future to make better decisions today. We're allowing systems to identify fraud in real time and prevent identity theft and crime. We're also improving performance in image and facial recognition. For example, yesterday, I was in the Shibuya crossing. Using facial recognition software with our interconnect enables what looks like this. PayPal has been using us to handle fraud detection. They can analyze more than 14 million financial transactions per day and around 4 billion database records in real time for fraud detection. Our solutions also enable many government agencies to improve homeland security and analyzing greater amount of information in real time. We even enable companies and organizations to effectively build the emerging significant intelligent platforms, artificial intelligent platforms.
AR による素晴らしいプレゼンテーションでした。
Arigato.
こちらこそありがとうAR。メラノックスの無限な可能性に驚きを隠せません。素晴らしいですね。
I couldn't agree with you more. Now that's real intelligence. Faster access to your data is a big deal, and the ability to analyze data faster and to find data insights is key in many applications and markets. One example is healthcare. Look. By analyzing the blast of data, we can dramatically improve our healthcare systems to make them smarter. And no one understands that more than our next guest.
札幌医科大学大学院医学研究科情報伝達制御医学専攻生態構造情報学領域辰巳春之様。
Thank you for joining us, Tatsumi-san.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So, can you tell us about the mission of Sapporo Medical University?
Our mission is very simple. We have to educate medical students for the next generation.
So, how can efficient analysis of data help with the institute and your mission?
So, the most important thing is how to use the data. So, many persons didn't define the information itself. How do you think about the information? So, if you convey information to other person, so the person is moved or the mind is moved. That's a good information. But your mind is not moved. That's a noise. So, how to use the information? So, I coined a new word. The word is info medicine. We could use the information as a drug So to develop the informate, we need a high performance computing system and a high performance network.
So you're making information into drugs.
Yes, that's the concept.
The ability to move growing amounts of data demands the usage of fast, intelligent interconnect solutions. How do you see the interconnect role to enable most efficient data centers?
Yeah. So I am very much interested in the intelligent interconnection solution. What's the intelligent? Intelligent are a little bit difficult, but I propose another concept. So what is post-Google? How do you think? Post-Google.
Yep.
So they use a World Wide Web. I propose a brain wide web.
Okay.
In my brain, we interconnect each other. The speed is very important. So I'm very much interested in the intelligent interconnect solution.
Thank you, Tatsumi-san. Great having you on stage with us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So to move data at 100 gigabit per second, and someday very soon 200, 400, and even 1 terabit per second, Mellanox is developing technologies such as silicon photonics. We are already running 100 gigabit silicon photonics over distances of 2 kilometers. This technology opens up new use cases and environments and gives us the ability to help customers reimagine what's possible. Mellanox is enabling innovators to build unbelievable applications of the future, applications that will change the way businesses compete and consumers live. Microsoft's Azure cloud-based storage has tremendous requirements. It needs to support a growing number of users and move data ever faster speeds. Mellanox is enabling Microsoft Azure to do the unbelievable. 100 gigabit throughput at close to 0 CPU utilization. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I saved the best for last. We've talked about the data center, the adapters, cables, and infrastructure. But in order for all that to perform the unbelievable, you need an unbelievable switch. Today, data centers are forced into proprietary closed solution, but the network of the future is an open one, open Ethernet. Businesses can independently select the software and the hardware combination that best meets their needs. The world is moving to open Ethernet because it enables flexibility and innovation and comes with competitive advantages. Mellanox is helping to establish the ecosystem of open Ethernet. We are investing in R&D to develop new ways that give customers open solutions at higher performance with the growth needs. We are working with software partners to offer a variety of software solutions over our open Ethernet switches. As an example, we offer Spectrum switch systems with the Cumulus network operating system. The support for third-party network operating system is the cornerstone of Open Ethernet initiative and provides customers with the freedom of choice, the freedom to choose the best software to run over the best hardware, enable IT managers and application owners to maximize their data center efficiency. For both large and small data centers, improve applications, performance, and overall return on investment. So clearly, the best choice is Open Ethernet. And the best choice in Open Ethernet is Mellanox. we're proud to present Spectrum. It delivers 25 gigabit, which is the new 10, 50 gigabit, which is the new 40, and 100 gigabit per second Ethernet switching. Spectrum is actually switches 6.4 terabit and 4.76 billion packets every second. It is the industry's leading 100 gigabit open Ethernet-based network switch. Our switches are the only ones in the market that guarantee zero packet loss, which means a network that's transparent to the application and which means unbelievable performance. Our switches deliver incomparable port performance, the same highest performance on all ports at all time. Spectrum delivers 1.5 to 4x higher capacity versus other offerings in the market, 1.5 to 7x lower latency, and 1.5 to 2x less power consumption. Spectrum is the lowest latency 10, 25, 40, 50, and 100 gigabit Ethernet switch on the market. It enables our customers to maximize their data center return on investment and to lower their total cost of ownership. Customers in the cloud, Web 2.0, big data, and other markets will be able to get real-time insights from their data in a way that hasn't been possible before, and get the information they need to drive their businesses forward. It sounds unbelievable, but Mellanox is the only company offering end-to-end Ethernet solutions at 10, 25, 40, and 100 gigabit, adapters, switches, cables, and software. Integration and automation are essential in today's data centers. Mellanox's Neo network management software simplifies the data center operations. Neo enables IT managers to effectively automate everything from bring up of a new data centers of any size to day-to-day operations. We are proud to enable the most efficient, highest performance, and most scalable data centers around the world today and in the future. We enable small and large businesses to maximize their return on investment and gain a competitive advantage. Our interconnect solutions, based on InfiniBand and on Ethernet standards, deliver open, flexible, backwards and forwards compatible networks. Mellanox InfiniBand accelerates the fastest supercomputer in the world in China today, and half of the high-performance computing petascale systems listed on the top 500 supercomputers list. We connect more supercomputers than any other company. Due to this scalability and offload technology advantages, InfiniBand delivers superior application performance, ranging from 30 to 250% higher than OmniPath proprietary interconnect. Moreover, InfiniBand has demonstrated higher performance than OmniPath, utilizing only half of the needed data center infrastructure, and thereby enabling the industry's lowest total cost of ownership. As a standard and intelligent interconnect, InfiniBand guarantees both backwards and forward compatibility and delivers optimized data center performance to users for any compute elements, whether they include CPUs by Intel, IBM, ARM, GPUs, or FPGAs. Utilizing InfiniBand interconnect, companies can gain competitive advantages, reducing their product design time while saving on their needed data center infrastructure. InfiniBand is being utilized for over 17 years in many applications. Thus, deployment and installation time is fast with no surprises. InfiniBand is robust, resilient, and scales to tens of thousands of nodes. Mellanox Ethernet solutions connect the world's leading cloud and Web 2.0 infrastructures enabling the most cost-effective and scalable data centers. For example, one cloud service provider has more than 2 million Mellanox adapters installed and operating simultaneously in multiple data centers around the world. As we move forward, the interconnect will enable to execute data algorithms on the data as it moves within the interconnect. The network becomes more intelligent and enables faster data processing, faster data insights, and the ability to make smart decisions in real time. But we don't stop here. We know that building an enterprise-ready cloud is a complex task. In order to optimize usability, scalability, performance, and cost efficiency, appropriate sizing and integration of hardware and software is required. Being a part of many of the world's leading cloud platforms, we have gained vast experience on how to build the most efficient cloud platform we call CloudX. The CloudX platform interconnects virtualized compute, scaled-out storage with high bandwidth and low latency interconnect. This integration not only significantly reduces the risk of deployment, but also maximizes return on investment and lowers the total cost of ownership. Mellanox is happy to guide and support Japanese corporations and organizations in building CloudX platforms. From the definition of the IT needs through the installation and full production of the most efficient cloud infrastructures from A to Z. CloudX supports a variety of software options, including VMware, Microsoft Azure, and OpenStack. CloudX has been deployed worldwide by leading organizations, delivering up to 4x higher performance at 50% less cost for applications such as high-performance computing, artificial intelligence, big data, database, storage, and more. I'm happy to invite a guest who can talk about the importance of utilizing best technologies for to advance our society.
東京大学大学院教授ワイドプロジェクト代表江崎博様。
Thank you for joining us, Isaki-san.
Sure, thank you.
Please take a seat.
Sure.
How are you doing?
Good.
Okay.
Great.
So cloud infrastructures are a critical tool to advance research and product development, but are not easy to build and maintain. Mellanox CloudX provides an efficient recipe for simplifying cloud deployments based on the best technology. How important is that for your institution?
Well, I have many hats about institution. The first, that is a wide project. That is the running the distributed internet exchange in Japan. We initiated the NSP consortium that is making interconnectivity among the different NFV and the other, SDN platforms, make sure the performance and interoperability. You are the key member of our consortium to make sure real performance proof as well as make establishment of the interoperability. That's quite important regarding the internet exchange as well as the public cloud. The other hat of myself is the IETF and Internet Society. We always encourage and asking the industry to making best interoperability.
Yes.
That must include, we must have the DevOps collaboration between operators and the developers, as well as the very strategic collaborative action among the stakeholders.
So we'll continue helping with that. So what are the key kind of interconnect technologies that enable these infrastructures?
Well, used to be that can be an isolated solution like a box. But now that is a kind of really de-siloing, meaning real tight collaboration among the vendors, among the operators is required. So as you shown, CloudX is a collaboration among the Microsoft, OpenStack, and Mellanox. That's one of the examples how we making a real productive DevOps development for the future cloud.
Yeah, we call this sometimes co-development.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Isaki-san. Thank you very much. But it's not about what we are doing. Today, here on this stage, we've shown you some amazing solutions. But what's more important is what people will be able to do with them on other stages. Mellanox technologies will allow businesses to innovate in ways we haven't yet imagined, to benefit of the world. This year, Mellanox Solutions allowed a British 3D studio to take the Oscar stage and accept an award for Best Special Effects. And it's not science fiction. One day, someone will take a stage to declare that we've discovered existence of life in other galaxies. And more importantly, one day, someone will get up on a stage and tell the world about a cure to one of the world's war diseases. Thank you all for joining us here at our event. To our customers and partners in Japan and in Asia, we're looking forward to working with you and moving things faster and getting better results from your data. We're excited to see what the future holds as we continue to work together. Thank you. Domo arigata gozaimasu.